I think everybody in this call is pretty familiar with the way that it works. So I know Danny has upgraded this slide a little bit. You can find here a link of like what makes good praise. We're trying to really like cultivate this nourish this culture of praise in our community, and then type it in the channel so that people actually get rewarded for the value that they're creating. I can go ahead and start us out. I want to praise Mitch, like number one. I feel like Mitch has cloned himself like 3 times. I don't know if you guys see this, but he is everywhere. Every time there's something going on, Mitch is either leading some initiative, leading a working group, helping support working groups. Like he's everywhere. So praise Mitch for just like really going at it. And I also want to praise Almond for all of her support, getting ready for season 2 of the ambassador program, like helping me feel really confident to get it launched and get going. That's really helpful for me. And last but not least, I want to praise Keshav, because Keshav just like always jumps into stuff with such great energy. He's like ready to help in any place that he can, and it's just like really great to see that in our community. So praise Keshav for that. And I will pass it to Suga. Suga, are you there? Did you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, maybe while she's finding the mute button, I can pass it to Kotave.
No one is finding the mute button today. I'm here. GM, everyone, how are you doing? I feel that I haven't met properly enough Keshav and many of the people on the team, but I'm so happy to be here. Okay, so some praises to Ditch. I want to praise Almond for all the amazing work that she's been doing with the communications and for helping also pushing Gitcoin Grants 18. Please make donations for the Giveth Galaxy. I want to praise Ashley. She's been so patient with me. We've been all in kind of like different times of vacations, and it's been so challenging to meet. But I have felt the support all the time, and she's an amazing buddy. And I want to praise Griff that even though he's outside, and I want to praise that he's taking some time off because he doesn't never ever seems to be taking time off, not even in his vacations. But also I want to praise that he's kind of like supporting a little bit and giving some guidance for fundraising so that we keep winning. So that's it. Those are my 3 praises of the week. And I'll pass it to you, Keshav. Welcome. I'm very nice to see you. I have seen you in a couple of calls, but never really talked to you.
Yeah,
So welcome.
yeah, I want to praise everyone like for doing hard work, like coming to calls every day and like showing up every day. And I want to praise like Armand like for always helping me out, like in like every time I create videos. Also, I want to like praise Hemant like for helping me creating that like fund me like that Gitcoin video which we were creating. And I want to praise Ashley like for like always like creating like new stuff like that ambassador program for like helping me in that ambassador like helping to know like basically like getting to know me like how can I like contribute in that ambassador program. And yeah. I want to pass it to Heather.
Can I try
Yeah.
to go now? Can I
Yeah.
try to go?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I wasn't. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt. I'm just excited because I know it's stable for a couple of minutes. And also, it was so exciting to be the first one chosen. I think I'm usually last. I'm going to praise Ashley for such, well, okay, she's got a great smile, but that's not why I'm praising her. I'm praising her because she's holding down the fort and doing all these calls here at the end of the, well, let's not say it's the end of the summer because, like, let's call it the middle summer, but Burning Man and whatnot, taking over, making sure that things keep running smoothly. And a related praise to Almond for, just staying on the ball with calm stuff And actually, I feel like we're making, like being part of this big transition with our messaging. And finally, on a related note, Serbi for just such an awesome marketing assessment and feedback, and just ways that we can improve. And I'll pass it to Heather.
Hi everyone. Yeah, I would like to praise Ahmad, Nico, and Rochelle for just having a really wonderful HR monthly call this week. I'd like to praise Ashley for our sync just now to try and organize Dev Connect with the whole team. And I would also like to praise Amin for just being really helpful as we hire and build our dev team. And I will pass it over to Monique.
Jam everyone. Yeah, I want to first praise Mitch for being on top of everything on the DApp, from landing pages to small issues to marketing and comms team conversations, and even the fundraising. And I want to praise Mitch again for supporting us in every way that we can do in the DApp working group. And I want to also praise Carlos for doing a lots of bug fixes in the backend, and also Amin for building our team. And I hope we can have a goodbye party for him. And I can do the dish the pay praises in the channel, and I can pass it to Mitch.
Yeah, sorry, our internet just went out, so I'm just getting in here. Let's do some praise on the fly. I want to praise Mo and Tossin and Monique for having a really great PM design sync, and just especially for the designers, like making an effort to be more communicative with the PMs. So I really, really appreciate that effort. I want to praise Sotheby for doing a really, really thorough job analyzing our homepage and like looking at things from like a growth and marketing perspective and seeing how we can simplify our website and make it easier for people to like do things like donating and not get lost in the technical. So I really, really appreciate the work there. And I want to appreciate you, Monique, for doing lots and lots of really great help with me managing the DApp product, going through issues, following up with Mary Jaff, asking really, really important questions about how, when we change something, how it affects everything else on the website. So I appreciate that. That's my 3. And Juan, your mic's unmuted. If you could just mute that. Okay, I'll pass it on to Heather.
I already went, so I'm going to pass it to Franco.
Thank you, Heather. Hi, everybody. I would like to praise this week. Big praise to Ashley for just coming back like full force to Giveth, taking care of gift bags, preparing everything for the ambassador program, and just making everything nicer in Giveth. It's always a pleasure to have you back, Ashley. I want to praise Rochelle for like a really awesome core team compensation post on the forum. It was like brilliant work, like with the numbers, making everything so like clear, transparent, understandable. Like it was nice. Like every time it looks like this post get like even more details. And last but not least, big praise to Mitch for his efforts on creating projects for the Maui wildfires and just bringing the Giveth spirit back to the community and like really caring for the people who are going through a bad time. And yeah, I'll pass it to Nicola.
Thanks. I have a similar praise for Mitch, because for everything on top of what he already does, and he's everywhere, he's taking a personal initiative and responsibility to take care of these projects and onboard these projects and support the wildfires in Canada, and like, yeah, really fighting for it. So praise you, Mitch, for that. And I also want to praise Ashley for also just being back and being so awesome, being everywhere and doing so much of the great work and preparing for the ambassador program and still in being able to receiving new ideas and being open and and yeah, just flexible to improving things and yeah, being receptive to the great ideas. That's a big one. So the last one, oh my God, who was gonna I want to praise Nico because Nico is always so responsive, always so kind. I was just filling out the feedback for you, and I literally have like nothing back to say to you, nothing constructive. You're always responsive. You're so kind. You're always like such a team player, and you help me with actually getting more feedback for my body review call. So thanks for that, and I'm gonna pass it to Mo.
Yeah, thanks. Actually, it was a while. I didn't had a chance to join the community call, and it's very good to see you guys again. So for praise, um, Mitch and Monique, I want to praise you both for helping with the design issues and just managing resources for the design. And also, I want to praise Tosin for taking care of lots of design issues and also working on this new recurring thing. And what else? Yeah, I can't remember it. I mean, yeah, I also want to praise Heather because I'm sorry that I didn't I forgot actually to answer to his message, but she's pretty nice and I just needed to praise her. And that's it. I pass it to the next person that I don't know. Ashley or Mitch, can you? Oh, sorry.
How about Almond? Almond didn't go yet.
Thank you. I want to praise Ashley for her awesome work with the prep for the Ambassador Program Season 2. Everything that you've been upgrading around the program is just awesome. I want to praise Crypto Rail because he is always supporting the Giveth community, supporting Giveth on social media, being present on Discord, adding new projects. It's just great to see his support out there, and I want to praise Steve for keeping up with the Giveth DAO daily work, for keep link being updated, and for providing help with everything regarding social media with the Giveth contributors as well. And passing it back to you, Ashley.
Cool, thanks, Almond. I think we still need to hear from Santi, the thing. How about Torsten?
Hi everybody. So I want to praise Mitch, Mo, and Monique for the great sync session. I want to praise Mitch especially for being on top of things and for great superfluid discussion. And I also want to praise Mo for all the design tasks he has actually taken on and all the solutions he has provided. I think I'll pass to have Santi. Have you gone, Santi?
I don't think Santi can talk. He is in the clinic right now. So you put in the chat. So I know you don't know that. That's fine. But we could maybe, I see a couple new people. How about like Christina or Juan? Do you guys want to just some praise? We have this awesome praise game where we just praise the people who are providing value to the community.
Almond for speaking on a Gitcoin radio the other day, and it was super last minute coordination, and she provided some really great information to projects looking for funding in Latin America. Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks for being here and thanks for joining. I see we haven't heard from Maya yet. How about Maya? Do you want to just some praise?
Sure thing. Hi, everyone. I want to praise Kotabe because he is always helping me with everything that has to do with Web3 and that I don't understand. He's super patient with me. Without him, I wouldn't be here. And I want to praise Ashley for seeing in me someone with the ability of being a part of this incredible team and being so helpful and explicative during the past days. So that's it. Thank you so much.
And I think we just have one more left. Parfait, did you want to do some praise? Oh yeah, the 15 minutes, sorry. We got one more. No? Okay, well, let's just jump right in. Let's go ahead and move on over to this slide. Community call number 176. That's a lot of calls, you guys. August 24th. I'm Ashley. Griff is at Burning Man, so I'm taking the call today. And we've got some events and announcements. We've got a current live Gitcoin grant round. Number 18 is live right now, and there's only 5 days left. You can click this link right here, go to Giveth grant, and support us if you haven't already. Yeah, if you have any questions about getting your passport connected or anything like that, feel free to reach out. We're happy to help you get that figured out. And we will have Dev Connect planning starting soon. Next Wednesday, I think, will be our first call, and we'll start out doing like a bi-weekly call, and then if we need to pick up the pace, then we'll go weekly. Right now, we're looking for places to book for everybody to stay, so we'll need to get a head count. And jumping into working group updates. So first off, let's throw it over. Almond, do you want to do some communication updates?
Sure, thanks. Thanks, Ash. Okay, yeah, I'm going to speak about Gitcoin as well because we are still with the 18 round live. So yeah, sorry guys, but this is important. Go ahead and support our grant and feel free to share the awesome content that's posted on our Twitter, like this great Kashaf video. Just a great review of everything that's being.
I think the internet went out again. I'm on my.
I can still hear you. I hear Almond.
Yeah, I think that everyone can hear me, Mitch. Maybe you just don't hear me. Okay, I will just keep talking, and if you cannot hear me, Ash, please just let me know. Yeah, so this is a great video, and it has great music too. So please retweet, share, follow. Exactly. That's the attitude. And also, just a quick hack: if you have troubles with your passport, ask Elgene for support. She can help you. And I would say that these rounds are not only about funding, but also are a great way to strengthen Giveth's digital presence out there. Because just in these 10 days of the grant being live, we got more than 110 Twitter followers, new followers. We got more than 30K impressions. Our Gitcoin grant related content is our top engaging content right now. So just the thought out there that this is not only a way to grow our funding, but also to grow our digital presence. So maybe we can think on how can we take advantage of these rounds besides the funding. And this made me think on us being the actually kind of like the main Giveth representers. So I wanted to empower you to speak about Giveth, to represent Giveth on Twitter Spaces. And if you don't feel confident enough to do this, I will invite you to join next week ambassador program because it's a great way to strengthen our knowledge on Giveth and being able to speak more confident about Giveth. And also, if you have some contacts on magazines, media, please share them to me, because we're always finding new PR opportunities to spread Giveth word and work. So please have that in mind. And some last recommendations to end your week with new knowledge, with valuable knowledge. Go ahead and see these Griff and Manu Al-Suru, founder of the Extinct Doing Good project. This has been really viral, I would say, has been causing a lot of reactions on Twitter. So check out these podcast that Ashley is showing on the screen right now. It's about Venezuela's social and political challenges. So check it out. And the other one is about Griff, is a podcast in which he participated representing his work as a delegate on optimism. So go ahead and check this out, Delegate Corner. I feel that people just doing podcasts about everything, but this is great. Check it out. And I'll pass it to Ashley.
Thanks, Almond. That's cool. I want to watch the Delegate Corner one. I watched the other one already. It was good. All right. Communitas updates. We have a weekly community AMA and orientation call. I've seen a few of you have joined there, but if the new people in the crowd have any questions about Giveth, maybe you want to figure out how to add an optimism address to your project to get 25 OP tokens or something like this, like you can always join, ask me any questions you might have, how you can use your Give. These are all relevant questions. And then we have a bi-weekly sync, which we already had. I always forget to change this now that we're doing the bi-weekly. The next one will be on the 5th, on September 5th. If you want to join community building, that's the place to do it. You can add it to your calendar by clicking here. So our biggest updates, which you've heard a bit about already, is the ambassador program. And next Monday we'll start with the first session, the kickoff session, welcome session. So if anybody in this call actually wants to join and say hi to the new ambassadors, maybe introduce yourself, feel free to join us. Also, if you are like a newer contributor to Giveth, like Almond was saying, I know Keshav's going to join. I think Serbi's going to join as well. So just let me know if you want to join, and I can help you guys get initiated into the flow, and basically it will help to increase your knowledge of Giveth and maybe some of the nuances, and feeling a bit more confident when speaking about Giveth to people around in the space. And we're looking at 10 to 15 ambassadors starting, so that's a great number, and I've met them all. They all seem pretty cool, so I'm excited. And Meet the Makers, the next session will be on September 6th. You can click this link if you want to watch the last session that we had with the project. So this is now a monthly event. Every first Wednesday of the month, we have newly verified projects coming in, talking about their projects, coordinating, engaging, and Nicola's there asking them some great questions about the work that they're doing, helping them share some of their impact stories. And then we're going to start doing some more work around this, like Meet the Makers campaign. It's now Meet the Giveth Makers, I believe. So we're changing the hashtag a little bit. There's some coordination around that. We also have bi-weekly calls on the opposite Tuesdays of the community builder call. So if you want to get more involved with the Meet the Makers initiative, you can do that there. And creating some more storytelling stuff coming up soon, featuring projects. And last but not least, we'll have a Telegram group hack session. We're gonna revamp the Giveth Telegram group. Franco is helping me out, so praise Franco for creating a little test group. And we just found another Telegram group that belonged to Giveth that neither of us knew existed. So maybe we're gonna merge them all together and see what we can do there. Hack session on that. Staying tuned for next steps. And then with that, I'll pass it off to the DAP working group. Monique, is that you this week?
That's me. It's me again.
You are everywhere. I was saying before you joined the call, I'm pretty sure you've cloned yourself like 3 times, right? I see you everywhere right now.
This is Mitch version alpha taking on DAP working group. So we have, right now we don't really have a call. We have Monique leads a grooming and sprint planning call on Mondays. sometime in the morning. I forget. It's like 8:30 a.m. 8 a.m. Costa Rica. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, there's some updates here. If you go to that last slide, what's happening? Our snapshot proposal passed last week. We got to grow unanimously. Nobody disagrees. The DApp needs to grow. So what are we going to grow on? Well, lots of different things here. Carlos and Mateo have started the work and the research on allowing us to finally use multi-sigs on the DApp. It's been broken for a very long time, so that'll be really cool to allow Gnosis safes to permissionlessly use our DApp without any headaches. Cherik and Ali Reza are working on bringing back Wallet Connect. This is going to be like a huge upgrade to people's mobile experiences because they can just use like Safari or Chrome or whatever their native like mobile browser is, and then they can connect seamlessly with like their wallet app without having to do any like crazy headaches. So this is gonna be like a big thing, and there's some huge changes that they need to make to the way we do that on the DApp. So lots of work there. Had some couple meetings with Surbi. We're going to be making some changes to the homepage and probably all of the pages of Giveth based on the marketing and growth review. Other thing there, we got approved to begin work on the Superfluid integration. So we just had a meeting with some designers and Monique before this call. So it's going to be cool basically building recurring donations on Giveth using Superfluid, and we're going to get some money to build it. Mary Jeff is crushing DApp testing. She's going crazy, and Ramin is doing his best to keep up with fixing all the bugs that Mary Jeff finds. Ongoing alpha, Solana wallet integration. Actually, we just got, I think, like 99% approved. We just got to do the KYC, but we're going to be building Solana integration into the DApp. So that's going to be cool. A nice challenge for our developers. And last thing that we're kind of tossing around ideas is like allowing admins, so like the comms team, to build landing pages themselves without needing a developer. So some stuff working on there. I threw in this meme that Monique pulled up. So I don't know if you guys like it, but basically it has this thing of like a Barbie, super happy. It says, taking on technical debt to ship features, and she's all happy. And then you have Oppenheimer, very grim, very sad, technical debt delaying all future work. So kind of a paradox there. And Almond says, Oppenheimer was such a bad movie. Thanks, Almond. I agree. Cool. Anyway, that's it for the DApp. And, well, look at Give Economy. Who's gonna, I guess, I wrote some updates in there, so I guess I can just keep talking. Lauren's going to Burning Man, so I'm just kind of like throwing stuff in here randomly. There's no calls happening until September 13th. Quadratic funding, matching funds were distributed already. Sybil data's done. So QF is kind of done tentatively until Lauren gets back. Give Economy, working through givebacks and give power and optimism. Give power's incoming. There's a couple issues that Mohammed and Amin need to work on. Balance aggregator, so this cool thing where like your give power balance can be like added all together for multiple chains, so like optimism and Gnosis chain, and being able to like combine them into one big number. And also setting up the reward schedule for people to get rewards on optimism when they stake their give in the give farm, so that needs to happen. Ashley set up the review for givebacks round 43. Crazy that's coming up on almost 2 years now in a few weeks, so yeah. And that's gonna be the first time that we distribute givebacks on optimism, so that'll be a really, really cool thing to figure out once the review is finished. CowSwap, Jake hosted a testing party yesterday with Mateo and Mary Jaff. Found lots of issues. Back to the development of that, fixing those issues, and hopefully we can pass it off to the CowSwap team to put on their main website. So that's kind of the highlights, and that's it for the Give Economy. And I guess I'll pass it off to fundraising.
Yes, yes, yes. I'll take it. Hey everyone. So fundraising updates. We're still focusing on Mantle. Um, we are. I think there's some progress with Mantle. There's still some issues with KYC, but KYC things seem to be um, going forward. So we'll see how that moves. Mitch already mentioned about Superfluid. We had a call with Polygon CK EVM, but that's I think Riff will give a bigger update with that. Doesn't seems to be moving too positively. Then we have several grants that are ready to go and on the review, like VMV, Arbitrum. There's one more. Oh well, Polygon CKEVM, but that one also was already sent. We are on Gitcoin territory, but I will talk about that on the next slide. We have a call with Ripple today. It's going to be exciting. It's 150K. We're finalist. So hopefully we can secure that. The really cool thing about if we get that Ripple grant is that we are proposing or suggesting a feature where we will just pop up a QR, and then people will be able to donate on the Ripple chain. But then all that development could be extrapolated to do exactly the same thing with Bitcoin or other networks. So that will be really exciting. Anyways, some wins. ETC and ETC grant is ready and just waiting for KYC. We got 50K from there. With Celo, I don't really know what's the update with Celo, but I know that we are going to pursue moving forward from where we got stuck because of the KYC. Because now the Swiss Association is live. Maybe, I don't know. Mitch already did some work there, and if we find Jose one day, then we'll probably move forward. So some other opportunities. There is a base on prop house, but you need to be already building on base. So I'm sure that there will be more opportunities on base. We'll be keeping an eye for it. Monad developer. I will probably will be bugging devs to see and understand what's the best. I checked the survey, and there are just some questions about why will we want to build on Monad. And then I don't know. Let me see. I'll just skip some things and I'll go. Another nice win that we got in the fundraising as a service. Metagame won a builders grant for Cycle 14. Yay! I work on that. And so I think that now Unitap has won a couple of small grants. DAOstar has won quite a few ones. Dabnode has won. So fundraising as a service is looking good. So that's the updates from fundraising working group. And now I'm just going to be chill in the Giveth Galaxy project. So as you can see, I'm not a designer and I did this very quickly. But in all of these images, there are the links for these projects. And it will be super cool if you guys can take a moment and make donations to all these projects. They're doing great things, especially Giveth. All of them are doing really cool things. And like even just because of how quadratic funding works, even just like $1, $2, whatever you can give is going to be a meaningful impact, because the more donors that these projects have, the larger is going to be the matching per dollar. So I do want to ask you to take some time, if you have not made donations already on Gitcoin, to make a donation. If it's the first time that you're doing it, it's a hustle. It's a bit complicated with the passport and everything, but you will probably be doing it later on. And I've seen how crypto has positive karma. Like if you do things for other people and other teams, then things come back to you. Sometimes in the way of airdrops, sometimes in different ways. So yeah, that's the chilling of the Giveth Galaxy, and I'll pass it back to you, Mitch. Or Ashley, sorry. It's just Mitch is everywhere.
Yeah, no worries. And I'll throw it over to design. Is that Mo?
Yeah,
Or
that's me. I take it. Yeah, for after 2 weeks, I guess. Finally, we have some updates. We created a new page for Giveth for the Giveth blog. I mean, basically, you can find all of the articles that we have on the Giveth blog, and also we just it's kind of a bug fix that we needed. The new project owner view. We did the design before, but it wasn't mobile ready, so we just added the responsive guides, and also the onboarding page for new user is kind of done and being developed, I guess. So that's it for the design group. I pass it back to you, Ashley.
thanks, Mo. All right, who is next? It's looking great, by the way. I want to look at it a little bit better when I have some more time. DAWOps, is that Mitch?
Yeah, it is. Oh my god. DAO Ops, we got a call, governance call happening Mondays, 9:30 a.m. Central Costa Rica time, 5:30 Central European. We have a DAO Ops sync bi-weekly. It happens the hour before the community call. So wasn't this week, it'll be next week. And yeah, I guess we'll have some updates there. Next slide. Quarter 2 NRGive distribution is ongoing until September 21st. There's a forum post there that Ashley just loaded. So yeah, most of you know the drill with this NRGive distribution. Breachies is asking for some tokens for the first time, so that's pretty exciting. And 144 NRGive, and after September 21st, you will have officially missed the boat. So make sure that you get it in before then. And yeah, I think on the governance call, something we were checking out is maybe this would be the last time we do it, but we'll see. Nothing official yet, but I'm just putting it out there. As mentioned in the DApp date, the snapshot proposal passed last week with a grow, very clear grow. So I won't mention that too much here. Forum post worth checking out. Optimism voting badge holder nomination. That's going to be open until August 30th, if I recall correctly. And go figure, I'm the only contender to get this flippin' badge. So, I mean, I don't know, guys. Someone needs to at least try. Sure. Other thing there is the Giveth ETH staking, and I think that was from one of our community spotlights, JStar. Really cool idea. I like it a lot. I'm not gonna touch it until Lauren comes back. I'm like, I feel like my plate is full. I'm not gonna like deal with this, but it's really, really cool, and I think we should do it. But just yeah, I think I want to leave it in the Give Economy's ball court. And lastly, there is a forum post for the Superfluid integration. I kind of we were talking about this, I think, in comms. It was like, how do we like keep people informed about like our partnerships and make sure everyone's cool with everything? So I put this up. As I mentioned in the DApp call, we're already starting to work on it, but there it is, maybe more in like a public space so people can review the integration and ask questions and all of that. So there it is. So those are some things to check out. Marco's asking some very great questions as always, and anyway, stuff to vote on. So many NRGive requests. There's a lot there. I think there's like well over a dozen to vote on. Your fellow Giveth contributors. There was another one in the multi-sig. Maybe it passed on this call already. sending out the contributor compensation stable coins for July. Oh, it just needs a couple more signatures on there, and then we can pass it off. Look at that. Ashley's just dowing live. You're going to have to be connected on mainnet, though. Yeah, it's okay, though. You'll get it. Token log. I don't think it's changed at all. This needs to be updated and managed a bit better because I don't think we've actually done anything with QF, even though it's done. Give backs and optimism is soon to be gone. Give power as well. Multi-sig, we're still working on it. Oh wow, interactive product walkthrough. That's a new one. Wow. Wow, that one rose through the ranks. That's in 4th place. That's cool. Cool. All right. Giveth Analytics Dashboard, APIs, GiveFi. Wow, you guys still want GiveFi. Okay. Giveth Pro, etc., etc. If you guys are not seen this before, or you're like, just need a refresher, this is the token log. These are all a bunch of features, and you can use your Give tokens on Gnosis Chain to vote on them, essentially. Yeah. Next slide. Yeah, that one there. DAO service announcements. Nothing's changed really in this section here. Some forms. A lot of people are having their buddy reviews coming up for what is it? Q2. So lots of things are happening. Nico or your buddies are going to be DMing you to fill up these contributor feedback forms. So please do it. Super valuable for everybody involved, and as well with the self-review forms, giving feedback for yourself and for Giveth as an organization. And if you are having a conflict in the workplace, you can use this form that Nicola and Heather made. It's awesome. A gravity support request there. And like some stuff that we're working on, Nicola and Heather, as I mentioned last week, working on a final draft of a leadership review type form. So people who are leading chapters and working groups will have like a new form to like get feedback from the people that are working under them, how they're doing as a leader. We are hiring a CTO, 100K give referral bonus. We need a chief technical officer, maybe 2. We'll see. Speaking of which, going to time off. Griff, Lauren, and Danny are gone to Burning Man until early mid-September. Kotabe's halftime tomorrow, and then he's gone September 5th and September 15th. Jake is off the rest of this week and all of next week. For Shell's halftime next week, Monique's gone August 31st. Heather's gone 6th to the 15th of September. Mohammed, August 24th. And Amin is leaving. I can't believe this guy. Amin is moving on to new pastures end of September. So bear that in mind. And yeah, so we'll have a big party for them. I don't know what we're going to do, when we're going to have a party, but yeah, Amin's been here for like 5 years. I don't know if you guys knew that. Like, Amin is ancient.
What do we have to do to keep him?
I don't know. So, yeah. There you go. That's all my things for DAO Ops, and I swear I'm done talking for the rest of this call. And I'll pass it on to whoever's next.
That would be me. Thank you, Mitch. It's always a pleasure to listen to you. Yeah, so the Words Working Group, we meet bi-weekly on Mondays at, I can't remember the time, 4 p.m. CET, if you're interested in coming. Our next meeting is this Monday, and let's give some updates. So we have some stats for last month, July 2023. So we had the highest score praise last month. Last month was pretty busy. It was a busy month with Ethereum Barcelona and the launching of QF. And of course, we have our winner, which is Lauren. It's very interesting that it's a praise from Lauren to Lauren. So it's a self-praise, and like she actually got the highest score. She deserves it. Like She works so hard to get QF live. So yeah, praise you, Lauren, for that, wherever you are in the desert. And we got some stats, some analysis. So in total, we had 488 praises, like instances, given last month, and that is almost 50% less than the month before. So in June, we had like almost double of that, which is, I don't know, something to analyze. That probably Danny will take care of it later on and put something in the forum. And yeah, we had the top 3 gratitude givers, Lauren, Jake, and Ashley last month, and the top praise receiver, which is Lauren. And then some updates regarding distributions. We finally finished the retroactive distribution. I'm so happy to announce this. So we're up to date. We have the forum. In the forum, you can find like the posts for the distributions that correspond to mid-May to July, so the end of July, and yeah, you can check it out there. And the votes are out in the rewards DAO. So if you're a token holder with the rewards DAO, please go there and vote so the distributions can go out. And if everything goes to plan, tomorrow the rewards will be available in the Give stream, so you can go and see them there. What else is up? Our current period that we're quantifying is the first 2 weeks of August. That will finish at the end of the month. We're working on a way to onboard praise receivers with unactivated accounts, because what happens is that a lot of the rewards that go out, sometimes they don't really get to the people because they haven't activated their account and they don't have an address, an Ethereum address linked to their username. So they're not actually getting the rewards. So we're working on a way to tell them that they're actually getting Give, because remember, every praise is transformed into actually Give tokens. And yeah, I think that's it. If you're interested in becoming a quantifier, it's a pretty fun game to do. So let me know. Right now, like, I'm gonna be honest, like we're not like we don't need a lot of quantifiers, but like it's always nice to have more. Like I think we have enough for now because we don't have a lot of praise going on as well. So yeah, back to you, Ash, so you can present the community spotlight.
Thanks, Franco. Thanks. And yeah, so thanks for joining us for the updates. And without further notice, I see Nico jumped in here to tell us a bit about presence. So I don't know if you want to share your screen, Nico, or if you want me just to share this slide is also fine. But go ahead, let's hear about presence. Oh, you're muted. I saw you deafen for unmute for a bit, but you're still muted. Maybe in the meantime, I can just read what I have here on the slide, and hopefully you can figure out the mute situation. So Presence heralds a new era in digital advertising by providing a Web3 native solution that exclusively leverages blockchain data to maintain pseudo-anonymity and deliver targeted ads to users without compromising privacy or relying on cookies. Their suite of marketing tools empowers advertisers and publishers to adapt to the evolving digital landscape, while also respecting users' privacy and rewarding them for their attention, pioneering the next generation of ad tech. Let's see what we got on Twitter.
Ooh, thought it was me.
I think I thought it was me too, but I think
Yeah.
she's frozen.
I think Nico make you to
You hear me
unmute
now, I
Nico.
think?
Yeah, we can hear you, Nico.
You're not now, just let me know if you can.
We can hear you.
Thank you. Sorry, I was trying to figure out, I think it was the permissions or something. I think I had to update Discord. But all good. Yeah, if you want, I can just speak over the slide on our stream and just give a brief overview. If you want, you can just go back to the slide and I can just give a quick spoken overview.
Go ahead, Nico.
Okay, well, I'm happy to speak over in the meantime. Yeah, I think we met some of your team at ETH Barcelona, and what we're doing is effectively building a blockchain-driven ad server. So what that means is that we can effectively run ad campaigns within Web3 based on the actual on-chain interactions of users' wallets. So what that means is you could either host our ads as a source of revenue, or you could pay to distribute them and target specific users based on tokens they may have, NFTs they may own, and some of the kind of, I guess, more exciting things and the reasons we're coming on here is because we're launching on Ethereum next month. And as part of that, we're also releasing a campaign feature which allows you to, when new users click on ads that don't have crypto wallets, they can set up a new wallet and also be effectively dropped tokens. So wondered if there was something that maybe the Giveth community was interested in terms of maybe enabling some campaigns in order to try to, I guess, bring in forms of revenue, or not so much revenue, but for donations and stuff through the kind of charity side of Giveth.
If
Oh,
if we have some time to ask, I actually have a question.
Yeah, please do.
How will the ad flow work from the user perspective?
So effectively, when a user goes onto a DApp, we have like a line of code that DApp will embed into their front end. And it doesn't collect any of the personal data of the user. All it does is it just sees the wallet address that is logged in, that's effectively public on the blockchain anyway. And then effectively in real time sends that address to our server, which then responds with the most suitable ad for that user based on their on-chain interactions. So that therefore, depending on the ad that's being served on that site, or the size or where it's being placed, effectively corresponding ad that's most suitable to that user or fits the effectively criteria of the advertiser will appear, and then the user can be rewarded as well for kind of clicking on these ads and so on. And so kind of wants to give that as an option as well to any of the kind of sites and dApps within the Giveth community as a form of extra revenue as well as obviously being able to have the choice of what kind of ads are being shown. So it's not necessarily it's you don't have to it's not going to be a random gambling ad just appears. It'll be very kind of Web3 specific stuff.
So for example, I don't know, I'm just trying to picture a couple of things, but like say if we Giveth had like a spot where we were accepting ads, people could get, like we could say, like for example, like if there's projects on Giveth that want an ad on the Giveth page, then a user could be just browsing and donating to one project and then see another project of Giveth, and then maybe Giveth will earn a little bit from that, then the user might earn, and like the project will pay
Exactly.
to be there. Interesting.
It's a way to kind of get to like specific Web3 users based on their actual on-chain interactions, and it's a form of discovery for the users as well to be seeing new projects to be able to interact with.
I think it's really cool that you're adapting like a model from Web 2 that also is like highly criticized on a few things, and you're actually kind of like uh, tackling those things that are highly criticized, like taking personal data and so on and so forth. So doing it pseudonymous, but like it's a model that does work and has bootstrap Web 2 a lot. So I think it's really cool.
Yeah, thank you very much. Happy to answer any more questions, speak about it more, or I guess speak to. I guess I'm not too sure on how stuff gets pushed through around here.
Yeah, I'm also curious, like, what would be the process if we wanted to maybe have an ad on other people's applications? Like, what applications are you currently partnering with where you're showing ads, and like, what's the process to be an advertiser? Oh, I think the mic is muted again. I don't
Maybe
hear you.
Ashley's having some like, internet struggles or something. I'm not sure. Also, kind of where do we go from here usually?
Yeah, can you guys not hear me? Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. I think that you just have to repeat the question.
Oh, yeah, my question was like, if we wanted to become an advertiser and
I was
have
just saying,
Giveth
what are the typical sort of next steps from here?
Are you not hearing me, Nico? Do you hear me?
Fine.
I can't hear Ashley for some reason.
Well, I can try to paraphrase Ashley's question. Basically, she was asking, like, if we wanted to show up in someone else's platform or dApp, what will be how will that look like, and if you have like already any partnerships with some specific people in the Web3 ecosystem. I think that was a question.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's super easy to get set up. You effectively just go to our platform, which is just app.presence.xyz, and you can effectively select the sort of targeting parameters of your ad. So whether that be specific smart contracts that you want your users to have interacted with, or projects, and so on and so on. You upload kind of the creative images. We can also offer to kind of do a lot of that stuff for you, pay directly with crypto, and we're adding support for stables as well. And then, we're actually working on building out the network itself right now on ETH. We already have one within the near ecosystem. That's why we did our effectively beta proof of concept in some ways. But we're just building it out now on ETH. So we'll keep you updated on how that goes over the next couple of weeks.
Can you hear me now, Nico? Huh, so strange. Okay, well, we are at the top of the hour. Actually, we're past. I want to just respect everybody's time. I can connect with Nico and maybe we can create some sort of forum post around this and see if there's interest in maybe either becoming an advertiser on some Web3 dApps or maybe showing some ads on our dApp. But I think we would be really picky about what we would want to show. I don't know if anybody else has anything to say, but I think that would probably be the next best steps.
Thanks, Zach.
Okay.
Agree. Thanks everyone.
Hi, everybody.